Hello once again and welcome to Befe Show. Thank you so much for joining me, Kina Befe, on another episode of the show. And if you're just seeing me for the very first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Kina Befe, and to be a huge part of this family, just hit the subscribe button and the bell beside of the button so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares. Keep them coming because they mean a lot to me. Today I'm somewhere in Accra, Ghana, where Kente and Fugu is being made. So we are going to pass through the processes, that is the step-by-step processes on how Kente and Fugu is being made. And to assist me on this, I'm here with Mr. Obey, and he is the owner of this business here in Accra, Ghana, particularly where I am standing now. So he will be taking us through this journey. So let's go meet him and let's begin the journey. So this is the first stage.
Yeah, this is the first stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is this called?
This is the warp laying.
Warp laying.
That is it.
Okay. And what's done here? I can see some threads around. So what's actually done here?
Yeah, this is where we lay the warp.
So what's called warp?
That's the background of the cloth.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the background of the kente, of the smoke. So this is where we lay the background.
Okay.
Assuming, forming the thread, if you wanted to lay a particular color. So as of now, we're laying a plain background white.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can see all around is a plain white. Yeah.
So you can lay different colors.
We can lay different colors.
Different colors.
Different colors.
Okay. And then how is it done? Just try to explain the process of which it is done.
As we can see, we have the pegs down. We have another pegs laid down here, and the other side, something like pegs.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand me? So we have one here, and we have, let's assume.
That's it.
Yeah. So if you can see, we have the other side. We have one. But at the last edge, we have two.
Okay.
So this is the most important part of the warp. You understand me?
That's
the very
this
one
side.
Here, this one. You can see the other one that it is only one.
Yes.
But here we have it two. So that, you know, these ones, it will give you the differences. So that when we are putting it through the wiper, this will indicate you to know what exactly you are looking for. You understand?
Okay.
You can see it.
Yeah,
the way
it's like X.
Yes, you understand me. So this is the most important part. It is like our nose. So at times we call it the nozzle.
The nozzle.
Yeah, because this is the most important. You understand? With that disc form, you cannot have exactly what you wanted to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the alignment. The way you align it. When you fix the thread, you try to pass them, like you drag them. I can see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Can you please explain exactly what he's doing?
It is less. This is the processing of the warp laying. Okay. You understand me? Because that's why I've told you. You can see the pegs here and on the other side. So you have to go according to the quantity that you want.
That's the quantity you want here.
Yeah, the quantity that you want. You know, at times when we are laying for the smoke, mostly we have the quantity about that's 67 or 70.
How can you calculate the
you
quantity?
Calculate it through here. You understand me? It depends on the arrangement of the thread. So you know the number of the threads that is laid down here.
So the number of threads laid. So how many threads are laid down here now?
As of now, we have about 18.
18.
So in 18, the pegs are here. We have 12, and the other side we have 11.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you go once, you know you have, maybe if it is 20, you know it is 20. So if you go about 4 times, then it means you have 60.
Oh.
So you add additional 6 to it, then that is all.
So you have to calculate.
You have to calculate.
Okay.
You do not to do this over. You understand me?
Okay. Okay. So this process is both for Kente and smoke.
Smoke, Kente and smoke. This is the process. This is the only process we have. This is what you have to do before you start the weaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the proper process. We have the pegs. So these are the pegs. They are like iron rods that have been cut, okay, and they've been placed on the soil, like they've been placed inside, so that when you put the thread and it's moving, the thread doesn't fall. So from that process, you hang it here, right? You hang it right, then they hold all the threads together, and then the weaving begins. I mean, the laying begins. Okay, sir, so after this stage, what's the next stage?
As you can see, this is the most important part of the warp laying.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Because the other side we have the pegs, we have them 1, but here it is like a nozzle or the nose. You understand me?
Can I try to understand?
Yeah.
So you pick one.
You pick one.
Please let me have one. So you turn it
Round this way.
Turn it round. Okay. It's only this stage that has this process.
Does it?
This lasts.
Does it?
Okay. So you do that to all the threads.
It does it.
You're picking them two.
You can
Two
pick
threads.
them. You can pick one at a time. If you are master, you can pick 2 or you can pick 3. You understand me?
Okay.
So that it should be faster
Fast.
for you. Does it? You understand
Yeah.
me? But as a beginner, you have to start with 1.
Okay.
Because here, any mistake that comes from here, the whole cloth that the background that you lay, it will disturb you. You know, when you are weaving, you will not find it
Easy.
Does it? You see?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move to the next stage.
Yeah. Let's assume we finished laying the background. So the most, as I was telling you, this means this is the most important part of the warp.
Okay.
You understand? Put this rope through, as you can see.
Like you pass it through here and bring it out to the
That's
other
it.
side.
You understand me? Then
You tie it.
you tie it. You understand me? You see?
Okay.
So it means we finished. Now you have to go and fold it from here so that you send it to the loom for the next stage.
Okay.
So we'll go and see the way we'll remove it and start it.
Fine.
Yeah.
So now we are coming to remove the thread from the floor after laying it.
Yeah.
So that's the process. He passes the both stakes in between the threads. Okay. You turn. Now you turn it into an X. Okay. This is the next stage, right?
Yeah, this is the next stage.
Called, what is it called?
This place, we call it, it is the part of the processing, you understand me? Here we have something that we call the headers.
The headers?
Yes.
Headers?
Yes.
Okay.
Or the wiper.
Wiper?
Yeah, the headers are 2. You understand? We have one at the top and we have one at the down.
Okay, so these are the headers.
Yeah, these are the headers. Yeah.
The thread or the wood?
This is a different type of a thread.
Okay.
It's something for the sewing thread.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
It's different from the cotton. This is not cotton. This is very, very hard.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So we call it header or the wiper.
Okay.
You know, we have it two. One is at the top, one is at the down.
Okay.
It is this process that will enable you to do what? You can be able to open through the wiper so that the shuttle or the bobbin thread can pass through when about to weave.
Okay.
So this is the another most important stage. As I've told you earlier on, where we have the nozzle, we have some rope that will pass it through.
Yes.
You see, this is the important of the rope.
Okay, so this is that rope.
This is that rope, the very rope that we saw at the right side. So as you can see, this is, you go by the top one, then you come to the down. Then it's good.
Please take it again.
Yeah. Okay.
You take two threads.
We take two thread.
Okay.
Take two thread. So the headers.
Okay. You pick you just pick the bottom one.
You pick the top one.
The top one.
Yeah. So you go to the top.
You pass the two threads.
That's it. In between. You understand? Then you quickly go in for another one.
Yes.
Through the assistance of the rope that passes through the nozzle. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So now look at me. You. The top. You put it, and there is another one down here. Then you pass it through.
Okay.
Then you pick another one from the down.
Yeah. So you pick one up, one down. One up, one down. Fine.
Should go down. Then you go look at it. As you see, haven't finished with the wiper or this thing. Now we have now come into the last part of it, and we have something here that we call the header or the beater.
Okay.
Yeah, because this does the whole work. You understand me? Okay. So now, what you've done here, you go through the same process. You
turn this backwards.
That's it.
Yes, you turn this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you pick it. You take two from here. Then you pass it through. You can see the holes here. So you pass it through.
Okay.
Then you quickly go in for another two. Then you put it to the next one. You go in for the next one. You pass it through another one. Then you go to another one. You pass it through.
So you pick one from the top, one from down.
That's it.
And then you pass it through.
Through the rider.
Okay.
Yeah. You do that till
it's finished.
It's finished. So after finishing, it means you've done everything and you go to the loom.
To the loom?
Yeah.
So you take it like this to the loom?
You take it like this to the loom, you understand?
Okay.
So from here we'll go to the loom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So let's go to the loom.
That's it. The structure here, that's the loom. You understand me? This is where the final process is coming to take place. Now you are about to start weaving. You understand me? So these are the machines that we use for the rolling this in the thread. You understand me? So
this one use it for rolling the thread.
The thread, you understand me? So these are the bobby that we call.
Bobby.
Yeah, the sticks here is at the bobby. You understand me? So you can see him rolling this thing into the thread into the bobby. So this is what you have to do for the feeding of the cloth.
Oh.
Yeah. So now remove it for me. So as you can see, so I'm now going in for action. You understand? You can see.
Okay, before we start weaving, I want to know the purpose of everything here. Yeah.
As I've told you, these are the headers. Yeah. No, me, my baby. These are the purpose of the headers. You understand me? These ones, this will enable you. You understand me? To have the accurate. You understand me? As I've told you, these are the wiper. So now that's what you have to. So when you press one down, it's open. Okay. If you open this one, it opens. You understand me? You can see.
I want you to take it.
Now you open the left one. You pass it through.
You pass. Okay.
Yeah. You use the beater to do what?
Yeah.
To hit it or to beat it hard. Does it. Then you open the next one. Then it's go. Okay. It's ghost. Okay. It's ghost. Okay. As soon as you open the other one, this one will quickly do what? It will lock this one so that it cannot go through. You understand me?
I don't understand this.
You see, you opened, as you open the left one, you see, the other one definitely locks.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes,
so this one goes through. You understand
me?
Then
you beat it.
Then you beat it. Then you go.
Okay.
As you can see. So this is for the plain weaving.
Okay.
This is what we weave and we use it to do the smoke or the better carry.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
This is different from the, how do you call it? The kente.
Okay, this for the smoke.
This for smoke is a plain weaving.
Okay.
You understand me? You see? Because the wiper or the headers, it is only one.
Okay.
If it is for the design, we have this one too. From here, we'll go to the design ones as well. You understand me? So if you don't mind, you can come and try.
I can try, yeah.
That's it.
So after the weaving stage, this is the last stage for the smoke or fugu.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see, we have Baba Sariki. Is Dagobama from Yendi. After doing the processing, after weaving the cloth, his duty is to do what? To do the sewing. He uses his hands to do what? Do the stitching, the complete smoking. So this is something that we call, everything that we does in the bath of smoke, it takes natural. We use our hand to do the weaving. He also uses his hand to sew.
Okay. Baba, how does the sewing go?
Well, you need to know the measurement, as in the height, as in the height of the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the first thing is to know the height of the person
and his chest size. So if you are done with that, then you know the number of lines you have to take for the person, then the height where it should be. Mostly, some people choose where they want their smoke should lie. Some people want on their thighs, others want it very small on their waist. So it depends on the person who wants to wear. But if you are to sew and hang for someone to come for, we just guess the height we want, then we will go on with that measurement.
Okay. So let's see how the sewing process goes.
You have to, if we are done with the height, there are some people that
the kid is
one. So this, we've started measuring now.
So the first thing is to measure.
Measure, yes, the material. And when measuring it, we sometimes reduce the height according to the, when we are placing the material, we reduce it because of the side, even of the same height, the measurement. When you finish, here will go down, the sides will go down, and the middle will go up. So when we are doing it, we reduce the height to avoid that.
So it means my hair should be straight, eh?
So you reduce it?
Yes, bit by bit till you get the number of lines you have to.
And same thing, you reduce this side?
No, this side is
this
not. Side. This is the down.
This is the down, okay.
And here is upwards.
Okay. So as you're folding it, you're counting?
Yes.
Okay. This is for the front?
And this, we are measuring the full...
Front and back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how come here you could notice that after every two, aside this one, after every two, I reduce the height. After every two.
Okay.
So now I'm going to measure the down, why it's wide when you people wear it.
The place that is flare.
Yes. Go to the end, the first one.
So now this is where you're measuring. So you take it back to the way the first one
then
was.
Then you pick it from there, divide it by 2. To make sure it's of the same. So now it will come here. Okay.
So will you reduce here?
Yeah, that will reduce according to Now we are going to measure the pocket, the side pocket.
Okay. So after the flay, you measure the side pockets.
Yeah, it's okay.
So how do you measure it?
1, 2, and a little quarter.
Okay.
Looking at this height, it's 3, so 2 and a quarter.
Okay. So now you cut.
Yes. The down, you cut the down in order to have it in a single distance. So now you separate them take the packet off. Then we go from, this is the first one. Now I'm to join all the down. It has 8 partners like this, like the way I separated them. Each has the parts that will go to it before we start putting it. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm doing now. We are not just putting it, we're looking at the way they weaved it. We have spots that we have to put the needle so as to, when you take it, you see. Even if you ask you to tear it apart, it won't.
This process you use now, like the measurement, is for men.
Men, yes.
Yes. Is it the same measurements for women? You know, women's own.
Women, it's much longer than the men.
Since it's a straight. Like
yes.
Straight
and it has to come. This the downward, the way you have to make it look, the flare, it has to come beneath the person's chest.
Okay.
Not on the stomach.
Okay. So when you are done with this stage now, then you merge all the dresses together.
Put it down, cut it. I'll cut the shape out before I start merging it.
After this, you put it down, cut the shape you want.
This after doing this, I'll put it on this. Then it will be something like this. Let's see, like this. Like this. Then you cut it this way. Then turn it. Then it will look the same. But if it's not yet done, I don't know how to like
if it's not done, you don't know the best way to explain.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. So this is not really easy because you have to use your hands to sew.
Yes.
Like sew the whole dress.
Sew the whole dress, cut the neck, design.
But it's not possible for you to use machine. So there's no machine that can sew this.
Machine can sew it, but it wouldn't be like the hand sewing.
Like machine is supposed to be neater than the hand.
Correct. With machine sewing, this is much harder. And when the machine is going to sew it, it would use one thread.
Oh, okay.
So immediately it's dirty and you want to wash it.
It tears and start losing.
Yes. And when they finish the machine sewing to it will not, the flare won't be open. It will all be flat like this. You will not see the shape well.
So one reason why it's important to use your hands to sew it is that, you see, when he's using his hand to sew with the needle, he doubles the thread, like up to 3 strands of thread. But if it's machine sewing it, the machine will use only 1 strand of thread, which can be risky if you want to wash your smog. Like the smog will start losing. So this is why it's important for them to use their hands to sew it, so it will last longer. Okay, Baba.
Now we are in another stage of the weaving.
Okay.
Yeah. The first stage was the Fugu.
Yeah.
That was a plain weaving.
Yeah.
You understand me? Now we've come to the pattern weaving. As you can see, there's a Kente designing. As we can see, you can see the colorful design over there. The only difference that we have is the headers.
That's
or the
difference
head.
Between the small weaving and Kente weaving.
The Kente weaving, because in that side you can see we have, this is for the plain weaving.
Yeah.
And the other one, this one, that's from the pattern.
Okay.
You understand me? If you wanted to do the Kente designs, as you can see the red, gold, green here, you understand me? You have to use the 2 headers. So that's the only difference that we have here.
Okay.
You understand me? Yeah.
So if you want to write, you use this other one.
If you want to write without the 2, you cannot write. You understand me? Here,
without that 2, you can't write.
You can't do the writing because we have some patterns that we do. It is the other heading that will give you the form that you can create the writing. You know, something if you wanted to write greetings from Ghana, graduations, you know, it is the other two that will give you the distance to do the writing.
So you can use this weaving method to weave like a full kente cloth.
That's
The one people wear.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
This is the method, you understand me? It is the same problem. After doing it here, then you join it.
Join it.
Yeah, so it becomes the full kente.
I realize that some of the kente we have in the market, some are thick, some are a little bit lighter compared to some. And it also differs with the prices. So which particular type does this machine produce? Does it produce the thick ones or the light ones?
It produces the same thing. The thick ones depends on the master hands.
Okay.
You know, we have, you know, as I've introduced you to the beater,
Okay.
or how do you call it, the header,
Yeah.
you understand me? It depends. If you're not hitting it hard, you will not get that type of quality.
To be light.
It will be light, you know. So the more you are hitting it, you know, the more heavier the cloth will look like.
So you can design like what we are having, matriculations, like mufflers.
Yeah, congratulations and the more cloth, you understand.
That's
This is where we form those patterns from. Yeah. Yeah, so as I was telling you, it is the only difference is the headers, you know, you see. As the plain weaving, we have the header one, the other one, we have it two.
But are there not some kente that is just plain? Maybe two colors.
Yeah, we have
Can't
it.
you use the other machine?
We use that one too. When you go to the northern setup, you know, most of the women, you know, that's what they use. Of late, we can see the second lady or the vice president's wife, many times she have been putting some most colorful smokes. Those are the plain weaving. You know, when you go to the northern setup, as for the women, that's what they use, the plain weaving. They don't mostly use the design one. It is only in the Ashantis, mostly they use the design one. When you go to the northern, as for the northerners, mostly they use the plain ones. Okay. You understand me?
Okay. So it's the same weaving method for smog and kente.
It's the same weaving.
Just that this one you can write on.
You can write on. That's why we use the double header.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're about to write.
Okay, now I can write congratulations or greetings from Ghana.
So it's not writing.
Writing I started.
Let's say alphabet G.
Alphabet G. G is G.
Okay.
Let's see.
Then for you to do this, you have to be creative.
You have to be very creative.
Yeah.
When you go to the northern setup, it is hardly for them to do it.
To do this.
Yeah.
So how are you able to know, you know, the strand of threads to pick and the ones not to pick for a particular letter?
Okay, this one you have to study the type of the design that you take or to perform the letters. That's it. That's how it is. When you learn it, it is not difficult.
Oh, okay. So each letter has the way you pick the threads.
Yeah, the thread.
Okay.
But I can take this normal this thing to write. When after this, when I'm writing greetings, after this, the same this thing, the method I'll take to write R, E, and T, throughout greetings from Ghana. Yeah, this is I form the method throughout to write greetings from Ghana, or congratulations, or welcome to Ghana. Any that word, any, yeah. This is the whole method.
That's
The class. When we are going to write the class, yes, there's another method.
okay. When you want to write class, maybe class of 2018, 2017, there's a
2017.
method.
Another method.
Different from this.
The same, but it will be. I have to join another this thing to it. another thread to it to be
Why is that one different?
because when you look the whole this thing, it is the letter that comes here is more than this one. This one, let's say 1 letter, but this one, if you cut it, count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we only join.
The reason why you
Yes.
have to add is just because if it's class, it has to be CLASS.
WS.
Okay, but congratulations, we go this way.
Straight.
Fine.
That's how it is.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, these things you have to put your toes on in order to move up, down. What's it called?
That's foot pedal.
Foot pedal.
That's it.
Okay, by here we have 4 foot pedals.
Yeah.
Unlike the other one.
Unlike the plain.
Yes, the
weaving.
plain, yes.
Yeah.
This because this is the pattern weaving.
That's the pattern.
Oh, okay. So when do you use the second set of
If you wanted to create the colors, if you want the colors to come, yeah.
What colors again? Because I can already see colors here. So which type of colors are you talking about?
Meanings the red, gold, green. Let's assume if you want the red to appear in the black, you have to use the front foot pedal.
Okay, like if you want to see the mixture of red and can we have a sample of something like that so people will understand better?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the samples that we are talking
Yeah.
about.
This something like this, right?
These are the Kente way.
Yeah.
This is the Kente. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is what we are talking about. If you can look closely, you can see that there's a bit of black inside the yellow.
That's it.
So that's when you would need the other foot pedals.
pedal.
Okay.
That's what when you sit here, you see the.
It's plain. Yes.
Here,
Yes.
this is plain.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
The plain black. That's when we are using the number 1 foot pedal.
Mm-hmm.
But when we are using the second foot pedal, you see when you bring the green will show, the black will not show. You understand me?
Okay.
That's why you can see the red, gold, green here, both it here.
Okay.
With the plain weaving, you cannot, if
You use only the first one.
the first
The
one.
first pedal.
Yeah, when you use the first pedal and you use the green will not appear here. The black will overcome
The green.
the green. So the only reason is the other side here through the distance we put it 1 1 1, and by the other side is double it 4.
So you are the owner of this business. So I want to know how you started this business in the first place. Before then, I want to know where you actually come from because you are doing both Kente and Smog. And we know that Kente is for the Ashantis and Smog is for the Northerners. So let's know about that.
Actually, I'm a Voltarian. Even though Kente is not being done in Ashantis and in the North alone.
Okay.
But we have the biggest Kente market, it is in Agbozome.
Agbozome.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bonre.
The biggest market where in every 4 days there is a big market, they display the Kente cloths.
Wow.
So we have Kentes also do in Petue, in part of Volta region.
Okay.
You understand me? But mostly the Ashantis, they love the Kente more.
But don't you think Kente originated from the Ashantis?
Actually, people say, and the Voltarians will also claim Kente because we claim Kente is Kete. Kente, as it's open and you press, open, press, Kente, Kente. That's what we believe. That we also believe that Kente is originated from. But all along, it is something made in Ghana.
Yeah.
So it is all made in Ghana.
So what actually inspired you into going into such African business?
I may say I've started this since from my childhood. You understand me? This enabled me to go to school back in the village. This is what we do. Every home we weave Kente. So I decided to come down to Accra here to do what? To push the business out, because many people in the city here, even though people hear of Kente weaving, but they have never seen the way it is being weaving. They only see the people wearing it. So I decided to come down to the city here to be showcasing what the Kente really means.
So how long have you been in Accra?
Oh, for the past 20 years.
Oh, so you've been here for the past 20 years?
I've been here for the past.
How has the market been so far?
Oh, the market, it is because Kente now, or especially the Fugu or the Befe is now booming. Because now these days we don't normally put on cloth. You know, unlike first time you will see people putting off cloth, but now the Fugu becomes something function and it is something easy wear. You understand me? So now the Kente business is very booming.
Okay, so what do you have to tell people that want to go into African clothing, especially local African clothing like Kente, Fugu? What's your message to them?
My message to them is now, even now the outsider foreigners are rather patronage rushing it, then how much more we the citizen, you understand me, are willing even if the companies at least to bring in their logo, so that at least we create for the African wear. They should not depend on the textiles cloth alone. They should rather come in so that we create the Fugu for them.
So you can use the weaving to create a logo.
Oh, really?
You can do that?
We can do it.
Wow.
You know, we can do it. And I wish at least if the president, they will understand at least in Friday wear, at least Kente it should be compulsory. At least the Befe should be compulsory. Okay. That is what I would say.
To anyone that wants to reach out to you, how can they get to your location, your contact? Do you have any social media handles that they can reach out to you?
Yeah, I'm exactly at Accra Girls Secondary School, in front of the secondary school. Okay. That's where I'm located, you know. And my contact number is 024. So you can tell them. 024 224 2000. I'll come in again with the number 024 224 2000. I'm at Accra Girls Secondary School. My name is Befe, Kente Industry.
Wow. Nice meeting you, Mr.
Nice
Befe.
meeting you.
God bless you for your time, for everything, and keep on the good work.
Thank you.
Just one day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Did you learn something new today? As for me, I did, and it's so surprising how Kente and smog is being made with hands, even sewn with hands. Like, this is amazing. If you've not been, patronizing our African wares, please do, because these people are putting in their hearts, their soul into doing this, and it's important that we promote our African wear. Don't you think so? I do. So if you enjoyed this video and maybe you want to do something for your company, for your school, and you will need the African print on it, just contact Mr. Obe and he'll do something unique for you, even with your company logos. Can you imagine that? Thank you so much for watching. I know you enjoyed this video. I did. It was educative. It was full of fun. Yes, I know you did. Thank you for watching. I'll meet you same time next time. Befe Show will be back with more of African food, environment, and lifestyle. Bye bye.